Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Stallions, taking on last year's national champion, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Stallions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football, and that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up whenever he had an opportunity on the biggest stages, and that's what this guy has to do today.
Well, and that's for everybody, right? Down the stretch when it matters most, you have to be elite. But for a receiver, it's hard because you're dependent on a quarterback. He's got to get you the football, but making those big splash plays throughout a season. And listen, he started off the year putting up great numbers. It's just got to continue.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
The Stallions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Right, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Hunt is on its way. Touchdown, Sooners! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And Pupper returners are so quick. You can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's McGowan. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He's got it down the left side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns are coming up big.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Power football with the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The Stallions send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field was a defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get...
Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made and they'll mark it at the 19. We're through one period and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. Makes a grab for a big play. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Unloads it left. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking to scramble. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch?
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead. They're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Grimes. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's
going over the top. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even calls a turnover.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side, and they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of he'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now the play fake. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Grimes. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Caught at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. play action. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He's looking to pass. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
Man, I just want to play in this offense if I'm a receiver across the country. I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdowns.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. The Stallions will hustle to the line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Stallions will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, I don't know about this. Makes the catch at the goal line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create in some...
He tries to take the top off. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Illegal forward pass. Off offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He lets it fly. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Henry. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. lead is huge.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Got the first down and more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He certainly is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Inside his 25. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Stallions will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the grab at the 10. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Got the quick pass. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And now this offense will take the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The give to the tailback. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense looks like they're coming. On the ground, it's Roberts. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Stallions decide to punt it away. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense having the field to go back to work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Grimes. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run him that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Stallions will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo.
Offside defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the Stallions will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's the pressure. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible receiver. Downfield. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This offense has just been dialing up the lead. They are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll run play action. The throw. And he really hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for room. It's Roberts. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize, and they wanted to touch.
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run. Touchdown Sooners! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking for a man. It's Grimes. The Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense...
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's It's their first of the half. And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just...
Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Takes a handoff. It's Roberts. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Grimes. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Finds some room. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know